Alright, alright, alright. I'm live. Live on Final Fantasy 16. Let's let's open it up here. I don't know why the quality always drops, but it is what it is. I can't help it, man. Continue. Make for the free cities of Canver. Okay. Oh. Oh. Got him. Sweet.
Clive. Smoke. Is the city fallen?
Quest destination nearby. Okay, one sec. Before I go into the city, I'm gonna go down this way. And hold on one sec. I need to try to fix this. PS remote play. Aha. This is the problem I'm having with PS remote play. See, like the PS5 settings, you can change, but you can't change the PS5 settings, only the PS4 settings. Let's get for PS5 and PS5 Pro. See, there's no 1080p option here. Like what? Like what if I plug in the LAN connection here? This is why the quality doesn't look good, because it's only 720p. Look. The fuck, man? That's terrible. That's atrocious. And when I first connect like this, now see how it looks good? It looks good right now. But then the quality starts to drop. Oh well. Helldiver. I can't even get up there. I got up here. Why is the stream frozen now? I think it was just my phone. That's just great.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Okay. The free cities of Canver. Oh wow, there's quite a few side quests I need to do. Alright. Go back to Martha's Rest. I'll do a Martha's Rest side quest.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids.
Ugh.
I'd have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go?
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now. We're already sharing our cots with masterless bearers and those who fled the floods. and more seem to wash up at our door every day.
Back to Eastpool.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Yo, what's up, Jacob? I'm hoping to beat the game in this stream. However, I have 4 side quests to do. So, I don't know. It's so annoying too, the PlayStation 5, you can't have custom wallpapers. The only custom wallpaper you can do is when you go to the welcome screen here. Look at this. This is my custom wallpaper. But that's the only place the custom wallpaper shows. See, if you're anywhere other than that welcome screen, your custom wallpaper doesn't show. Look at this. It just shows all this shit. So it's so annoying. It's not even a wallpaper at that point. It's just a customization for the welcome screen that nobody uses. Like, what's the point of the welcome screen even? So dumb, bro. I want to add custom wallpapers. Yeah, they never end, the side quests. Yeah, like the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, I always had custom wallpapers, and you don't really have wallpapers in this. I'm so annoyed.
Kill them! You will leave this place or face the consequences.
So taking these guys out, unsavory settler. Taking out the unsavory settlers.
That's the end of that then.
What the hell?
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
Alright, I staggered it. Hmm. 42,000 damage. That one stagger. I'm gonna be level 41 soon, this early in the game.
No surprises. I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Yeah, I've heard about the Cali wildfires. It's pretty crazy. I've seen some photos of it too. Pretty crazy. Over 1,000 structures destroyed in its Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Without masters.
I guess the good news about that is, though, at least it's a rich neighborhood, not a poor neighborhood. So, you know, the rich people just rebuild all of it. And I'm sure some of the business owners aren't exactly rich, but, bro, it's California. They got so much money up there.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
This is the place where that chick died who gave us our father's outfit. Remember that? I think we actually ended up sleeping in one of the barns around here, me and Jill. But that would have been 5 years ago in game time. It's also on fire half the year. It's kind of expected. Cali? Yeah.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about? Some shape-shifting nightmare showing up?
Yeah, we did it. Just give us our reward. We don't care. Stupid side missions. We need to get through this stuff. I'm trying to beat the game. I want to get to the DLC already. This is annoying. But I don't want to skip any side missions. You know, I've already done so many of them. It'd be wrong to skip it now that I'm so close to the end of the game. Know what I mean? But yeah, okay. So there's one over here now. In Lost Wing. Clive and Jill are the ultimate couple. Yeah, they need to get together though.
Taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
The Asians really know how to make feminine women. That's what a lot of these new Western games fail to do, is make feminine women. I mean, I understand a lot of our women in our culture are now very masculine, but come on, at least in fiction we can make feminine women. Like Jill is super fiction. Just look at her pose right now. Like that's like a very feminine pose, you know, going like, woohoo, you know. Like the Asians are really good at making feminine women. Take Call of Duty for example, how shitty the women are in Call of Duty. They all look so, I don't know, just rough and masculine. It's disgusting. Like what's the point of even making women in Call of Duty if you're just gonna make them masculine anyways? Just make a man. No need to make women if they're just gonna look masculine anyways. But like Jill or you know, Wuthering Waves, all these Asian games are so good at making feminine women. And our society fucking sucks at making feminine women.
You know what you have to do. I won't let you down.
That's why Eastern games are doing so much better. The women are very pretty. Exactly. Not just pretty, but they have better mannerisms too. You know, like look at Jill right now. See that pose? Like she's always posing like how a woman should, or how a feminine character should, right? But you don't get that shit in our types of games. Western games.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer? It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day. But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built. I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I can't. Imagine if we said I can't.
I will. Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike. Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely. Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Grieger guide us. All of us.
Okay. May Grigor guide us, whoever Grigor is. People are sick of seeing ugly chicks in games. Yeah, exactly. I'm sick of it too. That's why, like, maybe they would make Call of Duty. I haven't bought any skins or I've put any money in Call of Duty. I don't plan to. They don't do any good character design. It's funny because games were never supposed to be realistic. They're supposed to be an escape from reality. I hear politics all day long, and the last thing I want is politics in video. True. True, yeah, that DEI stuff or a bunch of trans. Did you see? I don't know if you've seen Squid Game Season 2 yet, but there's a transgender in Squid Game Season 2, so even the Asians are starting to get some of that. But it's only because Squid Game got so popular in the West, right? They're implementing Western values into Squid Game now, so they added a transgender into Squid Game Season 2. And they tried to make it one of the most likable characters. They tried to make the transgender like super likable. You know, the transgender is like always the good person, doing the right thing, helping out. Oh my god. Netflix probably forced it. Yeah, I can imagine. So, yeah, because even though Squid Games is
awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Even though Squid Games is Asian, they started to add that stuff to it. Huh. Orabelle Downs. Whenever I hear Orabelle Downs, I always think of Down syndrome. I don't know why. Yeah, I love this wallpaper, bro. I just wish it would be my whole wallpaper. Like, I don't know. I don't want to see any of this shit. I can already see the front of the game. Like, I know this is Minecraft. You don't need to put whatever the fuck that is right there in the background. I know this is Wuthering Waves. I don't need that shit in the background. I don't need any of this shit in the background, bro. Like, Call of Duty didn't even try to make it unique. It's just this same exact fucking thing as the main. Like, why? Put my fucking wallpaper. Why did they do that? Stop, cat. You're a fucking cat. You're a fucking cat. Oh yeah, I got like a bunch of messages because I didn't play this PlayStation account for years, so look at this. Look, some of these messages I haven't opened go all the way back to. This shows you how old my PlayStation account is. So this is probably about when I stopped playing. Near the end of 2017 is when I stopped playing this PlayStation account. That's how long it's been since I had a PlayStation. I opened these ones. Hi babes, you there? Wait, who's this? Spice Girl 53? Rowdy Remy 420 2015. Xeno Ratman. Saw one of your proud countrymen in AZ. What is AZ? Hey, what's up? What you doing? Wait, these are other people. Why did all these people message me? Oh, sup. See, why did all these people start messaging me, man? What was I doing? Why? Greetings, stranger. Bro, why did so many people message me? Hi, hello, hey. Wow, so edgy. Who's this? How dare you say that to a girl? Wait, what's it? I'm reporting you. Suck my dick while you were at it, I said. Wait, this was in 2019. I'm reporting you. Suck my dick while you're at it. How dare you say that to a girl? Wow, so edgy. What the fuck? Yeah, this is one of my old friends. Disney doing the same shit. Oh yeah, true. You gotta look at the picture. Okay. Oh, Alberta, yeah. Yeah, someone from Alberta was in Arizona? They had an Audi? Bro, why was someone Wait, so they must have an American passport or some shit. That's crazy. Explore new monthly games. Do I even get that? Do I get free monthly games? Oh, I do get free monthly games. Oh shit. I didn't know I could still get free monthly games. I'm on the $12 subscription. Is this game good? I think you play it. Yeah, you played it. This game good? I mean, why not add them to the library, I guess, if they're free. Oh, Need for Speed is on here as well. Shit. I'll have to play some of those. I think it's the first Canadian license plate I've seen. Yeah, and it's from Alberta too. That's the province I'm in.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid, don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right.
Oh.
I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Yeah, okay. 1,300 yards? Where is this shit? It's all the way over here? The Dragon's Airy. Yeah, get that bitch. Get that bitch. Come on, get him. Yo, where's Insomnia been? Insomnia used to be my most loyal viewer. I don't know whatever happened to Insomnia. ATC, welcome to the stream. Ugh! Stupid. You fucking bitch! You think I fucking forgot what you did to me? Fucking grab the bitch by the fucking neck. And squeeze! Squeeze! Look her in the eyes as I do it too.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh, they're dead. There's a lot of dead people here.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh!
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on then.
I've already fought a beast here before.
That is no mere guard dog.
I don't know. I already fought something here before.
Needs to be put down.
It's pretty strong too. Got him.
Enough.
Surprisingly, okay. Don't know what I'll do with that.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You. You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
How?
lost wing. My lost wing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool. Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
How many hours do I have on this game now? Let me check real quick. Oh, I got 58 hours in on this game. Oh, jeez. That's 2 days worth of straight up playing. Well, it's over 2 days. 'Cause 2 days would be 48 hours. That's 58. That's like 2.5 days. More? Jeez, there's a lot of them. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they got a healer. Well, they got 2 healers. Yeah. Wait, I want to check something. What's story focus? I don't get the difference between these two. What's the difference? So if I put it to
I
story
need to find
focus,
Quentin.
what's the difference?
Quentin. Quentin! Look at me! Thank the thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
What? You can pin it? What the fuck? Can you do that with music too? Okay, how do I unpin that now? Anime? Wait, what? Okay, you do need to sign in. Bro, I don't even got a Spotify account. I deleted that years ago. That's pretty cool though. I knew you could do that on the PlayStation 4. Power gaming. Oh, they got their own PlayStation playlists. Ultra anime. Who makes these playlists? The fuck. God of War. I might do a Hogwarts Legacy stream after this. Combat's probably harder on action focused. I didn't notice a difference. I didn't notice a difference. That's why I'm turning it back to story focused to see what the difference is. I feel like it might be what it might be is it might be the auto ability switcher. Maybe the auto ability switcher will go back on story focused. 'Cause I don't know. We'll have to see.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Too late.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Hopefully there's 20 more side quests. These are awesome. These are not awesome, bro. I mean, this one at least is worth not skipping.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Oh, oh, yeah, that's so cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ah. I will be back. I will be back. I gotta call a family member before it gets too late. Give me like give me like 5 minutes. Ah shit. I guess it's already too late. Okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of side quests, but I have done a little bit of story missions here and there. But look, I still got 2 more left before I can get to the story. So many side quests. The Boklad Markets.
If we're going to do this, well,
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters.
Shut the fuck up!
Taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch.
You will find of it.
Beggars can't be choosers. Alright, well, I'm done with Final Fantasy for this stream, but I will keep streaming, because now that I'm streaming off the PC, I can switch games. So that's pretty sweet. So close that shit. Let's do some zombies, because I'm going to put a video on in the background while we do some zombies. Now, I know this is the Final Fantasy stream, but who cares, bro? Who cares? I don't even get that many viewers. Nobody watches this shit anyways, so I'll just do what I want. Do what I feel like. Stay live. PS5 is PS3 again? No, that's not true.
AMD was a little light on the details when they announced their beastly lineup of Strix Halo laptop processors. Why so coy, AMD? I'm just gonna be gaming on it as soon as these shaders are done compiling. Oh, they are! We are here, sponsored by ASUS, taking a look at their incredible lineup of upcoming gaming devices. I'm talking designs with Ryzen AI Max Plus, NVIDIA 50 series GPUs, and even a new Thunderbolt 5 external GPU that has a mobile 5090 in it. We're gonna kick things off then with the new Flow Z13. At its heart is the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395. And I know that name doesn't mean anything to anybody, so let's break it down. All the way down to the bare die that's at the heart of this machine behind me. Depending on your configuration, you've got up to 16 of the latest Zen 5 CPU cores right up here at the top, and a Radeon 8060S GPU right here. This is using their brand new RDNA 3.5 architecture, which we'll be gaming on in a moment, but first give me a bit more time here. This is the biggest on-package GPU that I have ever seen in a PC. Here, let me put this in context for you, okay? This is a Kraken Point, a Ryzen AI 300 processor that has 8 CPU cores and 8 RDNA 3.5 GPU cores and all of the I/O integrated into that one die. This whole thing is smaller than just the GPU and I/O die that's on that Ryzen AI Max Plus 395, which, by the way, has a whopping 40 GPU cores in it. And somehow, ASUS has this thing running at up to 80 watts in this tiny gaming tablet form factor. I assume 80 watts is going to be kind of loud, but who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me. Let's give it a shot. Shockingly, they didn't put any restrictions on me in terms of what games we could play, so obviously I chose Black Myth Wukong, and they even let me dial in the settings myself, so I'll show you guys what we're running at. We've got the panel set to the native 2560 by 1600. Then we've turned our rendering resolution to about 1080p, but not 1080p low or medium. I'm talking 1080p high. And guys, check this out. I'm not allowed to have an FPS counter, but what I can tell you guys is that this is well above 60 FPS. On a device this slim using integrated graphics. To achieve this took some doing though. The vapor chamber got changed from copper to stainless steel. So it's the same effectiveness at moving the heat, but less weight and less dissipation of that heat internally before it can be expelled outside. Now, it's not the quietest thing in the world. In fact, I bet you can even hear it on the trade show floor. But the fact that it's doing this at all, pretty cool. And using Armory Crate, which is conveniently accessible with this nice new button here, we can actually change our performance profile on the fly. So I'm running in turbo right now, which isn't even the maximum. But I'm not going to turn it to max yet. First, I actually want to try silent, which is 28 watts, and see what we can get here. Okay, now we're looking at something that's probably closer to about 25 FPS. But here, let me pop into the menu again. Let's turn her down to medium, where now, that's more like a smooth 30, if I had to guess, maybe 35. Onboard graphics. Okay, let's try 80 watts now. To do that though, the software is still early. I've got to come out here. I've got to go into manual. I don't know. Turbo. Nope, that button doesn't work. Okay, so let's just crank it.
That's crazy.
All right, save and apply. Oh wow, we are overclocking. Yes, I understand the risk. The risk is the one working machine in their booth can die. Whoa, that fan's going now, boys. Oh, did I even mention the RGB yet? Look at that. So cute. Oh, now she's smooth. Dude. Okay, let's turn it back up. Very high, perhaps? Whoa, current settings.
That is crazy.
Exceed the recommended settings and may lead to performance issues. Oh yeah, whoa, that's very stressful. Let's go back to high. There we go. Okay. Bottom line, this thing is sick. But there's more to getting this kind of performance than just adding more GPU cores. For the first time ever, I just gamed on a laptop chip with a quad-channel LPDDR5X memory controller. That means up to double the raw bandwidth compared to dual channel, which is especially important for high-performance onboard graphics. And it gets even better. This machine right here can be equipped with up to 128 gigs of RAM. Massive, right? Gets better than that. 128 gigs of RAM that can be reallocated as needed. So if you wanted to run large AI models, or let's call them moderate-sized AI models, on device, you can fire up Armory Crate and then push your high-speed system memory over to the GPU. What a time to be alive. Surely there must be a compromise, right? I don't know. Having a hard time finding it. The screen looks great, 180 hertz, 1000:1 contrast. No HDR, unfortunately, but you do get USB 4, dual front-facing speakers, stylus support, and even the keyboard feels really good considering that it's a folio. But all right, Linus, fair enough. Onboard graphics is still onboard graphics. Show me the RTX 5000 GPUs. I will, but first, an industry lingo update. As you may know, every 50 series laptop will have the GPU soldered directly to the motherboard, but not just any GPU can go on just any motherboard. And the biggest factor that impacts this is whether the laptop design is made to accommodate Board 1 or Board 2. Board 1 GPUs include the mobile versions of the RTX 5070 Ti, 5080, and 5090, while Board 2 covers the 5070 and below. So, depending on which board a laptop chassis was designed for, you might see high-end vapor chamber cooling or more basic heat pipes. You might also see a difference in thickness to accommodate the greater thermal output of higher-end Board 1 GPUs. Confused yet? Great! Making matters more complicated, there is no hard and fast rule for the power envelope of these new GPUs. So there will be a wide range in the real-world performance of, say, a 5070 Ti, depending on how much cooling and how much power you can deliver to it. So in summary, 4 factors impact gaming performance in these 50 series laptops. The board it's designed for, the GPU die that is soldered to that package, the power delivery that's built into the motherboard, and the thermal design. All need to be optimized to get the most possible FPS. With that in mind then, let's throw to one that seems to be quite optimized. Was I not holding a mic the whole time? Check these out. We've got the Strix Scar 16 and Strix Scar 18. Both are equipped with up to a Core Ultra 9 275X, up to 64 gigs of user upgradable DDR5, and a Pantone certified 2560 by 1600 Nebula HDR mini LED display at 240 hertz with up to 1200 nits peak brightness. Dang. I mean, even the back of these things looks good. Check this out. Meanwhile, Apple can't even manage to bring back the glowing logo. Pathetic. Both of these machines can be configured with up to an RTX 5090 mobile in its maximum power configuration of 175 watts. Game on it? Yeah, we asked. NVIDIA is not letting anyone do that, but here's what we can do. We can all imagine together. You guys imagining right now? Good, because realistically, with mobile 5090s starting at $28.99 USD, which I promise you this one will cost more than that, that might be all most of us are gonna do. It has a bunch more cool stuff though. Sick keyboard, giant trackpad, all around RGB lighting with dual Thunderbolt 5 ports, and a redesigned thermal solution that intakes air all across the bottom of the machine and then blasts it out of this gigantic heat exchanger at the back. Maybe we can at least open it and show you? Before anyone stops me, let me just take out my precision screwdriver set from lttstore.com. No way! I don't even need it! A toolless bottom latch on a laptop? It's that fast! Check this out. 90 watt-hour battery, dual Gen 5 SSD slots, and there it is. Those upgradable SODIMM slots. We focused on the 16 because the 18 is almost the same. Bigger display, obviously, and a number pad and a bit more space for the speaker drivers, so it ends up sounding a bit better. That's about it. Now it's time to check out the red-headed stepchild of this generation, Strix G. I mean, the Intel version looks pretty sick, but the AMD version has AMD's new Fire Range mobile processors, which look nuts, with up to 16 full-fat Zen 5 cores at up to 55 watts. There's even a 3D V-Cache variant that should be the fastest mobile gaming CPU on the planet, which makes it all the more disappointing that the GPU maxes out at a 5070 Ti. I mean, look, I know this is sponsored or whatever, Asus, but what the heck? Those of you listening closely will know that the 5070 Ti is board 1, so a 5090 would be pin compatible with the motherboard. Why not make that available? Ah, well, those of you who were listening even closelier will know that power delivery and thermal design also play a major role in GPU compatibility, and this motherboard wasn't built with enough whoosh for the bigger chips. It also has a non-HDR display, smaller trackpad, etc., which is a shame because I'd like to see Fire Range get the proper high-end laptop treatments. Maybe in the future? Finally, it's time for the machine I'm probably most excited about. See, I've been really enjoying my Snapdragon X Elite, great battery life and all that, but I'm hungry for something with some gaming oomph, and the Zephyrus G14 looking kind of sick this generation. It's the same great chassis we know and love, but now with a Strix Point CPU and a slightly more betterer chassis to love even more. See, there's a board 2 version that is going to be able to support up to a 5070, and the board 1 version that is a little thicker than before, like a millimeter plus, that'll do up to a 5080, albeit at just 110 watts. It also launches alongside a new XG Mobile that is both very exciting, also a bit of a kick in the teeth to the customers who previously bought into the XG Mobile ecosystem. On the one hand, Thunderbolt 5 looks like it is going to fuel a reawakening for external GPUs. According to Asus, only about 60 gigabits of the 80 gigabits is directly available for GPU data transfer, which is actually lower than the previous XG Mobile, which is PCIe Direct. But on the other hand, being Thunderbolt means better hot swap support and broader compatibility, including backwards compatibility. It's just that ditching the old standard leaves anyone who bought an old Zephyrus or a first-gen Ally high and dry. For Asus's part, there is still something they can do. I've already seen some community efforts to reverse engineer the XG Mobile connector, but a step further would be to just open source the bloody thing and give these folks an upgrade path. It would be a great PR move, and it would go a long way towards showing that you really care about your customers in the long term. Just like I care about you guys, watching some more of our CES coverage this year, I'd strongly recommend starting with our summary of AMD's keynote, which has some more information on their incredible Ryzen AI Max and Fire Range CPUs.
No, what the fuck? That's in the video. Come on, bro. Expecting more than that. Yeah, yeah.
Here's some graded stuff. Yeah. I got some good stuff in here. We'll make the deal. Don't worry about it.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's right. See these hundreds? Somebody gave me 15 of them to give to y'all. Here's how that's gonna work. Anybody that's been following the channel knows we go to the coin show every year. So the fun coin show is in Orlando. It's January the 9th. Today's the 8th this video drops. So the next day we're gonna go to the coin show. And Whatnot gave us $1,500 to buy whatever we want for giveaways for y'all for our next show. So our next show is gonna be January 17th, 6:30 Eastern time on Whatnot. There's a link in the description. If you've never bought anything, that link will save you $15 on your first purchase ever. So we got $1,500. We're going to the coin show. I'm gonna try to put that video up Friday. So leave me a comment. Tell me some things you want me to buy. I'll read through the comments, and then we'll go to the show and we'll buy $1,500, maybe $2,000 worth of stuff, and we'll give it all away to y'all during our coin show. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the video. Maybe.
And he told me to bring my camera in because he wanted to check it out. And it's great. He's like, you can just bring it in and just see what it's like. Film camera. It's a Fujifilm. I'm sure shit will that one is done using your phone. I've only used it a few times. There's no key sound. Honestly, I'm just getting, because I just moved, I'm getting rid of so many things. I don't even have that high expectations for it. I paid $450 for it. I'm not touching anything you can know about Winter Lab. But this is also a speaker that I got for $100 that goes with it.
It's a mic.
Yeah, it's the mic. It attaches to it for the recording of short films and things like that.
Usually I'm about half of eBay.
Oh, just skip to the.
They're anywhere from.
It's a good deal. I mean, that's I know you got to make something up. There's like.
Said you wanted 400 for it.
It's got two 12.0 batteries in it.
What?
Brand new battery and charger.
I just gotta look at what I think I can
Oh,
get.
this is the guy selling coins.
I gotta price them lower.
Whatever amount
You've always been fair
So
with
if you raise it $50, you gotta let me write you like 6 checks and I'll post it on that.
Why is it blurry?
What's that machine Prince uses with y'all?
There's 90%. You see how it's right there. So I mean, this thing doesn't hardly.
That does good, doesn't it? What's that gadget he's got? About $20-something thousand machine?
Yeah, it's right at 20 grand.
That's what I heard.
We're gonna have to get one, and then it's easy. We can just put the thing to it, click it, and
I watch him do all that. I see him put it on the end, but I can't read it on the YouTube thing y'all do. I can't read what he's looking at there.
But even with these, even with the guns, it only goes like a micron or whatever, 4 microns or something into it. So it's hard to tell even with the.
That's those two, yeah. Look those up. That's the electric is the brand name, Justin. And I paid $1,500. Pre-ordered them before they even came out. They were running a deal on them.
Are they're new?
Yeah. Well, they're a year old, but I mean, these boys just brought them out. They sold them out.
He put these in awful nice cases and stuff. I mean,
well, I know.
$60 or $70 worth of silver. I mean,
I understand that, but
these are better.
But if you look them up, I mean, they're on eBay. They're going for a certain amount. I figured y'all could use that price of what they're going for, and then get it where you live with it or not. That's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, I buy knives in boxes full of damn case knives. So I do the same thing you guys do.
That's what I'm saying. You know what we do. So I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly. Now, see, I don't know what the hell this is. Australian, but there's all the paperwork.
they're like 1,500 bucks a piece.
Yeah, but I can let them. If you guys want them, I'll sell them to you for $1,000 a piece, and you can make $300 or $400 or whatever.
Because our shop's a little smaller, man.
I thought you might already know somebody that would want them. See, I'm gonna take them to the campground. These old parts, they love this stuff.
Oh yeah, somebody will definitely buy them out there to get around.
Me calling somebody old fart. I'm older than dirt. I'll be 84 in about 2 months.
Any day now. Are we waiting for these rotting meat sacks to have a change of heart? I've gone from fuck this shit cautiously optimistic.
Come on, give me a ray gun. That is not a ray gun.
Here's a box.
If you want to kind of put this stuff here and just come up with some prices.
Here's some graded stuff. Okay. All that's graded. It's one of the two guys. This is another silver. Yeah. I got some good stuff in here. We'll make a deal. Don't worry about it. These are silver dimes, I think. They're.
Most of this stuff, when it came like that, it was just stuff that they put, either giveaways or whatever. But they're worth a couple bucks. I mean, in silver, so he can add it up. And we just do a certain amount.
Are you checking that one over there now?
I'm checking this.
All right, there's another one. So,
what's this 275 on it?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is that what you? It's got a price on it.
Yeah, that's what I looked. I found that price. No, I don't want that. I'm saying I found one.
They got. They're hard.
Whatever they could, Justin. You do your thing.
Yeah, no, they're hard to find the whole set, but the coins individually, some of them go like 60 bucks.
Whatever. Here's what. Listen, I watch you. I know how you do. You find the price and say, okay, that's what they're. I know they're asking and what it sold for, yada yada yada. And you come up with something you guys can live with and make you some money and give me some money. So that's how we're gonna play it. But I do know how it works. Yeah, the year of the dragon is more important than some of those other Chinese years now. Y'all know that, don't you? Now these are some maybe silver too. Or may not, I don't know. But they're not.
These are the 40%.
Whatever you know what they are.
I'm in no mood for your shit today, Box. Cough up the goods.
Which one? All?
Yeah, that box and the holster that goes with it. The sheath. And then what's in that other box? The funky box.
This is just an empty box.
I know, but
it's just a box. Yeah, you might be
some people like the boxes.
Yeah, I can see that. What else you got? Those cases?
Yep, these are the stilettos. These are the certificates.
Okay, I got it. I know exactly.
And there's 4 of them. They're all the same, I think. You do have all these.
Whatever you got case, I'll look at it.
So this isn't case stuff, but I don't know if.
What is it though? If it's good stuff, I might take it. Well, you can look. I can look in there. Let me look. Put your pad up here so we don't stress this out.
So what we came up with was 2,440.
About fucking time someone dealt me a winning hand.
So we can put it.
Fuck me.
There he is.
Hey, took you up there.
Hanging out.
You only need more than this.
I'll be completely honest with you. I have not went through none of that stuff. So I don't know what's worth what.
I know what's worth.
What it is. So
I can tell you what I'll give you for it. So much around.
2,440 bucks.
No, no worry. Not at all.
So that's what I tell people too. It's not can look up on the internet and see whatever, but that's not, a lot of times that's not realistic. Like, a guy came in with that mower yesterday. That mower is $1,100 at Home Depot. And I was telling him, like, I cannot get nowhere close to that. I'd be lucky to get $600 for it. Lucky, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's the same thing, I get it. These are easy, you can put them online, but you gotta ship them, you gotta feed them. Your time and sit and listen on,
Ain't nothing very, very important, really.
You came out of your way, and that's fine. I mean, I think you're going to try to be fair with us.
Sure,
we're
I
trying
will.
to be fair
I will.
with you.
No, that's
You
what
don't-
I'm
you-
about
if-
some full stuff.
That's what I'm saying. If you think that's fair,
It's
if you would do it, if you
I
was
would
in
do
the
it.
same,
Yep.
in the same shoes, I mean, we got to trust each other a little bit.
You'll do it. I mean, I'm gonna make some money, but
No,
I got it.
and we are too. We are too.
I
So,
know you are.
that's
what
I'm
you
saying.
take that to the car show Thursday and probably get your money
Well,
back.
we gotta hang on to it.
What?
But I know what you're saying.
That's what I said
I know
about
what
the
you're
30
saying.
days, yeah.
We'll take it to the next one.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, but if you think that's, then you can make some money on it. And you're realistic about it.
That's what I do for a living too. That suits you, Justin?
I'm good with it. I can be honest with you. We paid $300 for all.
That's funny, bro. We could put Agent in Black. Xander, question for the human dishwasher. I mean, ladies.
What?
Here's the question you like to answer. Number one, should a man's past dating history matter in a relationship? What about women's? Number two, would you be okay with dating someone who's a different religious or political background beliefs than you? And then three, if you were a man for a day, how would you approach dating? So I guess there's a bunch of questions here. Choose one of them. So
If we
we'll
were
start.
a man first.
We'll start here. One is a man's dating past, does it matter? Two, would you be okay with dating someone with a different background, I guess? And three, if you're a man for a day, how do you approach dating? Which one do you want to answer?
I don't think the past, well, his past does matter a little bit. It depends on what he has done in the past. Two, I would date somebody that's, wait, what is that?
No, just answer one of them.
Oh.
So,
I answered the first one.
got it. So a man's past doesn't matter. All right, what about you? So, two questions here. Just answer one of them.
Okay. So it says about past dating history matter in a relationship. Sorry. So if a man in the past will be care about that, no, I would say that. But with women, yes.
Okay. What about you?
If I were a man for a day, I'll go on a whole bunch of dates to see how women really react to like different personalities, like being an asshole or being a nice guy. Like I would play it all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty clever. What about you?
I wouldn't date somebody with a different religion or political beliefs.
What's your belief in religion?
Well, my religion is Christian, non-denominational. My political beliefs.
You don't want to say, huh?
Nah, I don't really like subscribe to that right now. I feel like
You should subscribe to it enough where it would eliminate someone.
Well, I
from
was just
dating you.
answering the question as a whole because I didn't want to pick one without the other, I guess. But religious beliefs do matter, and a lot of times they do tie into politics. So
Okay, so do you lean more right or left?
I would say probably more conservative, more right.
Okay. Why were you scared to say that?
Well, I don't subscribe to like the idea of political parties. So like that's why I didn't want to pick. But I would say more.
What's your stance on immigration?
I work at a gym with a lot of immigrants. I think.
Okay, so do you think we should let more people in or stop letting people in?
I don't feel like I'm qualified to speak.
Hey, that's
I'm
a good
just
answer.
trying
I
to
like
like
that
be
answer.
honest.
That's a
I
good
don't.
answer.
I think somebody
I like that
understands to
answer
talk
for you.
about it.
See, she didn't want to vote, bro. That's great.
Did you vote in the last election?
My grandma was really mad at me. I did not vote.
It matters. Maybe do.
All right.
Evidently not.
What do you think about women voting? Do you think women should vote?
think everybody should vote. That
You think-
okay, no.
You think everyone has a fair say?
I don't think everybody's educated. That's why I'm not speaking on it. I think if you're not educated, you should not vote.
So should you have the right to vote then?
I didn't use it, so I
But
should
you
have
think-
the right, but I didn't use it because I know that I'm not politically savvy right now. I'm not up to date.
You work at Thunder Gym?
What's that?
Oh, so what you said in the chat.
How many of you think women should vote? Just out of curiosity. Raise your hand if you think women should vote. Raise your hands.
Wait, like the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The right.
All of you?
The same.
The
All of
right?
you? Yeah, the right to vote? Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
Who
I was about
voted?
to say,
Who
why
voted in the last
not?
election? Who did you guys vote for?
Trump.
You?
Trump.
Trump. What about you?
Camila Harris.
Trump.
Wait.
You said it wrong.
What's
her name?
You said it very wrong.
Kamala. Camila.
You don't know her name.
No, cuz.
Yo, that's crazy.
Wait,
by the way.
Harris,
Alright,
Miss
who else
Harris.
voted? Anybody else? Oh, you said Trump already.
I didn't say Trump.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did. Who
I
did?
voted for Kamala. Yeah.
Give a point, bro.
What made you vote for Kamala? Just out of curiosity.
She's a woman.
Period.
She's a woman.
No, because she was a woman. I didn't want to vote for Trump. So I was going to vote for Kamala.
Okay, what did you not like about Trump so much that made you say, I just got to vote against him?
I'm Mexican. That's just very much about it.
Oh.
So you're pro-immigration?
No, actually, no. I don't believe that. No, I feel like there's a way for people to come into this country, not the way that they're going about it.
I mean,
That's the one thing. I just don't like Trump.
So Kamala's gonna make it better?
I don't think neither are gonna make it better, in my opinion. I just don't want to see Trump in office.
Why do you not like Trump?
Yeah, there's not much I could do. So.
Why do you not like Trump?
You are fake news.
It's just the way he talks about women, the little
What do you say about them?
Wrong.
What do you say about them?
That we're not like. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Next topic.
You don't even know why.
That's crazy.
I do know. I just don't.
We're
wanna-
asking. Tell us.
Put it into words, please.
Yeah.
Let's see. Recently, he wants to.
10 hours later.
Yeah, I didn't think I would come on here to talk about my political beliefs.
I mean, you said you don't know.
But you
or-
voted, so I'm assuming you had some idea or semblance of why you voted. So we're just asking, if you're going to vote against him, what made you specifically say I'm going to vote against him?
Yeah.
It's not belief to you.
Well, the way he disrespected my country as a whole.
What do you say about
we're
our
not.
country?
Well, we're not all drug traffickers. We're not all gonna come in here and steal your jobs. Because let's be real here. If you suck at your job,
When
that's
did he
your
say-
own fault.
When did he say all Mexicans are drug traffickers and stealing jobs?
He's always said that. What do you mean?
He's never said that.
He's always said it in every political rally. And then the way he also trashed, one he didn't trash, but the comedian trashed Puerto Rico too as well. That wasn't supposed to be like funny at all. Like it's a political rally. Why are you bringing a comedian to make fun of another country?
He's
He's a comedian.
Yeah, he's
This is
funny.
But
Trump.
why would you bring him to like even so?
Also,
Puerto Rico's not a country.
Trump
She
loves
brought
Mexico.
Megan
Hey,
Thee
you know Trump
Stallion.
hires you guys all the time.
Like,
His workers are. Well, no, say that, but a lot of them are Mexican. How
Because
about
they
that?
built the country. Really.
Exactly. So you guys are being hired. What you worried about? Man.
So you can't even come up with a real point of why you
No.
dislike him.
No,
Awesome.
just skip me.
And that right there is why women shouldn't vote. Congratulations. Incredible. It never fails, bro. Like it's like they vote off emotion, single issue voters. Like she voted for Kamala Harris, but she can't name 3 countries, right? It's like
I mean, I voted
I can tell
twice.
you
I really
why-
can't say. I voted here and
I
in
want to
Mexico.
answer my question.
So
Let's get back to the questions.
wait, you voted here and in Mexico?
I have dual citizenship. I could go to the consul of Mexico and vote for the president that was over there. as
Stay
well.
over there.
You voted for Sheinbaum, whatever her name is?
Claudia, yeah.
Wait, how is that allowed?
Because I have dual citizenship, so I'm allowed to vote here and over there.
She just explained it.
I just thought that Americans were supposed to be like only American. Like I thought you had to give up your citizenship when you came to America.
No. I have both my parents were born in Mexico, and I grew up most of my life in Mexico. I was born in Texas, but I grew up mainly there. So in order for me to get the help, the needs or whatever, and the help from the government, I needed to become a citizen. So I got naturalized there as well.
Alright.
Hashtag stay over there.
Hashtag.
I want to.
Well,
Trust me.
hashtag Gulf of America. I get it.
Female president, they're cooked. Anyway, what do we got?
We can move forward. Freshest
Guys,
dog.
hit that like button.
Chris with the cap saying athletics department. When the most athletic thing he'd do is curl the bottle of Henny into his mouth.
Facts.
Shake my head. Okay. The real Frank says, Jesus Christ, Chris, sometimes less is best. Quality over quantity. Where did you pick up the Tatty 304 at? The shelter?
No, the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
What the heck?
TTS. Alright, TTS coming in. Cool.
Here we go.
Dureal_Frank Castle 512 tip $35. That's the problem with immigrants. They're born in the USA and still claim other countries. And Tony was 100% right about the garbage. She should go back to Mexico then. Hashtag deport her.